Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Jack of All Trades. I'm your host, Jack Allen, and today we have a special show. We have a local high school senior, Molly Matthias, who is qualified for the National Special Olympics. And today we're going to meet her, show you how she trains, and just tell you a little bit about the Special Olympics. So sit back and enjoy our show. Great. Well, I'm here today with Molly Matthias, our Olympian from Bethel Park High School, and her dad, Mike. So welcome to the show.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to ask you a few questions because you have a big event coming up this summer. So how long have you lived in Bethel? Your whole life?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you're a senior at Bethel Park High School.
yeah.
Okay. How did you discover or how did you get interested in powerlifting?
I just in, lived in and more heavily lift, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
Molly, it started with the Miracle League of the South Hills. So, like Sean Casey and
Okay.
his organization's
Yeah.
being rebranded as Casey's Clubhouse. And they partnered with the Telio Performance Gym to do workouts for the athletes in the off season. I think that led to a powerlifting team for Special Olympics. And that's when Molly got involved.
And how often do you practice? How often do you go to the gym?
Two years ago, so.
2 years ago you started. How many days a week do you go to the gym?
Every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
So you go 3 days a week?
Yes, 3 days, yeah.
Now, is there a lot of other students in the program with you?
My coaches, yeah.
A lot of other friends that you have there too?
Yeah, my friends, yeah.
No, is this sponsored by the school or is this something that you just do because you want to?
Is it just something you like to do, or is this,
Oh, I like to do, so.
yeah, it's a
It's my like hobby, so.
yeah, it's really
It's your hobby.
It's a good hobby. John and Heather Dennis at Telio Performance really kind of started volunteering their time for this.
Oh, John Dennis.
John Dennis and Heather
Oh,
Dennis from
I
Telio
know
Performance.
John,
Yeah, so they through the connection with Sean Casey and the Miracle League, started offering this kind of their time in this free program.
Yeah.
And that's how Molly became a part of it.
Well, I'm here with Heather Dennis, and we are at Telio Performance Center, right here in Bethel Park, next to the John Eagle Walmart. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
And one of the reasons that we're doing this part of the show here is because we just wanted to find out what her training regimen was, exactly what she does here, and how you helped her get to the national program. So, welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. So Molly is an athlete at Casey's Clubhouse. We started an off-season strength and conditioning program for the athletes there, and she enjoyed it so much and did so well that a lot of the athletes wanted to continue training. So she started training with us 2 times during the week, and then Special Olympics heard about it and wanted to have a platform here for us to have athletes work out and start doing powerlifting here. And we noticed that she was very strong and she was able to do the lifts very well. So we kind of talked with her parents to see if she'd be interested, and that's kind of how Molly came to be an Olympian.
She came to you.
Yes.
So she comes, as you say, twice a week to train.
Correct.
And how long has she been doing this?
Just a little over a year. So she's very new to the sport. and started last year. We had a couple competitions and she qualified. And she's worked very hard at learning the squat, the bench, and the deadlift here at
Okay.
Telio. Ready?
Yep.
Ready? Hold. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Down. Wait till I say down. All the way up. Hold. Down. All the way up. Good.
And you've also had other Special Olympics people train here with you. So
Yes.
this is something not new to this place, but just a continuation of what you already do.
Correct. We had plenty of other athletes competing up at Slippery Rock University and Villanova University. Andy Wagner, CJ Petroselli, Brendan Picalo, Andrew Engler. We had a lot of athletes competing and doing
Okay.
very well.
Okay, good. You know, before we talk a little bit more about Molly, just tell us a little bit about your performance place here and what exactly did you do for the regular public also?
So we opened in October 2017, and we opened our doors, and it's by appointment only. So we have people as young as 6 years old up and through in their 80s. We have general population for workouts, small groups, teams, high-level athletes, people recovering from different surgeries, and we work very closely with people's medical doctors also, just
Okay.
to ensure safety. So we have run the gamut of exercise, fitness, and wellness.
Okay. And I'm sure you enjoyed it. I've known John for a while when he worked up at Health Tracks, and I'd see him every once in a while around. And then when he made a connection that Molly was involved down here, it was like, you know, this is a perfect segue into what she does.
Yes, yeah. He came down in 2017, wanted to open his own place, and right away before the doors even opened, Jeff Lippert came down, and they have been a wonderful team together. And then we had a couple other trainers join on with Adrian and Josh and Brandon, and it just really rounded out our team, and just a really great environment and community that we've created here.
How do you get a hold of yourself? How do our viewers get a hold of you as far as how to come down here, how to get an appointment, how to walk around and see what you have?
You can check out our website is www.telioperformance.com, all one word.
Okay. And then again, you said you welcome all ages also.
Absolutely, you come in, there's small groups, there's a place for everybody here. And we also have a space that we just renovated within the last year upstairs too, because we've opened up to memberships to the people that are already trained here. So if you already train here and work with a trainer, you can get a membership too, and still come to the place that you're familiar with and continue your workouts on that way too.
Okay. So the three events that Molly will be competing in, can you show us exactly what those are?
Okay, so the first one is squat. So you'll put a bar across your back and you hold the bar and then you squat down. You have to get to a certain depth and then they give you a call, you stand back up. So we'll do that training over in that rig over there. The next one is bench press. So you'll lay down on the bench. You'll have to hold, when they say up, you hold it up, and you can't just up and down. You have to listen to the calls. So you hold it there, having control. You go down, hold it for a moment, they'll say press, and then you lift it up, and then you rack it. And then the third one right here on this platform is deadlift. And you have a straight bar in front of you, and you just lift the bar right from the ground with whatever weight that you're able to.
That's the one that you see in the Olympics, the one I remember
Yes.
seeing in the Olympics. Now when it's the bench press, how long do they have to hold that up?
Just for a couple seconds. It's based on the judges, but to show that you have control. So you're not just taking it right from the rack and slamming it down to your chest and go. You have to have control of the bar and of the weight the entire time. So probably about 1 to 2 breaths, and then you can bring
okay.
it down. Some judges are different than others, but it is very, very particular on the judging. It's just like if you or I competed, it's the same standards, same expectations.
Okay, no matter who you are.
Correct. Yeah, there's no modifications when it comes to special mixed powerlifting. The rules and the expectations are the same across the board.
Okay, great.
Put your hands up.
Are you actually sleeping?
that
Yep.
too tight?
No.
You can breathe.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go over there. You're gonna stand all the way up and down. And wait till I tell down, okay? You get close. There you go. Butt down, chest up. Down. All the way. Butt down, chest up. Down. Every time, get your butt down, get your chest up. Good. Down. All right, take a break from it. How'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, again, you're located on Higbee,
Yes.
right next to 2 doors up from the Dunkin' Donuts. So you can go to Dunkin' Donuts first, then come here, or vice versa. But we do appreciate the information you've given us today, helping us understand a little bit more what Molly does. And thank you very much.
Thank you. So nice
Okay,
to be
Heather.
here. Thank you.
But what made you decide to do it?
Just for do it. So
When Heather asked you about it, why did you say yes? I'd join the powerlifting team. Was there a reason? You just like doing it? You had a lot of fun doing it?
I like doing it, but it's fun. So
It's fun.
yeah.
So
And you like the workouts, right? You
Yeah.
you like being fit.
Yeah. I like workouts and stuff. So
okay.
so
And I notice you have medals that you brought here. So I know you didn't go to the Olympics yet, but where did you get the medals? Where did you compete for those?
it was from competitions. So
Right. So
Do you remember where the last one was that we went to?
Oh.
What was the school called?
last one is Slippery Walk,
okay.
Slippery Rock, and then what? Then we went somewhere else actually. After that.
and I went to Villanova.
Villanova.
Yeah, so she was in Slippery Rock back in September. That's for the regional competition, and then she qualified for the state level competition in November, which was at Villanova.
Right. So once you won the states or qualified at the states, that puts you in the nationals,
Yeah.
and that's up in Minnesota. Is that this summer or
It's June of 2026. So we have
June of 2026?
She's got 15, 16 months of training that she needs to go through before that. Yes,
But you've already qualified, so you're definitely going.
yes.
And so what
Yeah.
exactly what do you lift, or how do you power lift? I don't have any idea.
What are the 3 lifts that you do?
Squats, deadlift, and bench press.
Okay.
So
Yep. So she qualified for all 3. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think she won medals in all 3, which I think you have to kind of qualify across the board
Yeah.
to actually get invited. Yep.
And how much weight does that involve? How much can you lift, or
Do you know how much you deadlift? Do you remember?
like 270.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about 200 pounds
200
deadlift is
pounds,
what she
yeah.
does, and then
200 pounds? You want to arm wrestle?
Yeah, I think deadlift's your specialty, right? Is that your favorite? Which one's your favorite?
The squats.
Okay.
Now squat all the way down low. Down, up. Do it again, all the way. Stand all the way up tall. Come through. Good. Now spread your feet apart. Ready? Down. All the way up. One more. And all the way up. Now can you walk it in? Good. How'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah.
I think over 70 pounds squats, and then deadlifts around 200 pounds. So that's her personal best at the moment.
Wow, that's great. So when you go to Minnesota, is your whole family going with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all your brothers and sisters, or your brother and sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we have today Andrew Fee, and Andrew is the Vice President of Special Olympics for Pennsylvania. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're doing a special show because one of our high school athletes is actually in the National Olympics, which I'm sure you know, and you probably helped her. So just tell us a little bit about what the Special Olympics is.
Yeah, so Special Olympics is an international organization. It's actually the world's largest sports organization right now, with 5.4 million athletes across the globe. So pretty impressive reach. And then every 4 years we host our World Games. And then a few years back they added the USA Games as well. So it's like the United States Olympics.
Okay.
So our athletes in Pennsylvania, we have about 15,000 athletes in Pennsylvania. They train in 21 different sports year-round, ages 8 to 80, and basically they're competing and trying to qualify for the USA Games and then the World Games as well. So actually, the day we're recording this, we just sent 6 athletes off to Italy to compete in the World Games. So.
Okay, so that's the same every 4 years, the World Games? And it's so the National Games is what Molly's in, is that correct? So that's next year, 2026, and I believe Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota, University of Minnesota. And there'll be about 3,000 to 4,000 athletes competing from the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean there. So that Special Olympics North America encompasses that territory. It makes up about 20% of the athletes across the world. So you can imagine a little over 1 million athletes within our area. So there'll be about 3,000 or 4,000 competing in Minnesota in a variety of different sports, and each of them had to qualify by winning a local competition.
Right.
You know, let's say in Allegheny County, then winning a sectional competition where we break our section up into Western PA, Erie, down to West Virginia. So you had to win that competition, and then the state competition. So you have to win gold medals at each of those to qualify.
So that's when Molly went to Villanova?
Correct.
So
yeah.
she went out there?
Yeah, she won 3 golds out there. And I think, you know, in Special Olympics, it's important to explain that we division based on ability. So we'll use powerlifting example. We division based on gender and then how much athletes can lift. So we might have multiple divisions of female athletes and male athletes in powerlifting, because we always want everyone to have an equal chance to win gold.
Mm-hmm.
Equitable competition. That doesn't mean they're all going to win gold.
Right.
You know, we give up to eighth place, but we always want them to have an opportunity to win gold. So Molly was in a division that she competed against peers of similar ability and won gold.
No matter what age.
Yes,
I mean, it could
correct,
have been
yeah.
someone 45 and she's in that group. So
Yeah. In individual sports, age doesn't play a factor, but in our team sports, we division based on ability, gender, and age. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved in this?
I was a volunteer, so I was working at a small school in college athletics, assistant athletic director, coaching, and we started hosting a Special Olympics event on campus. And it was just different. It was sports. It was highly competitive, but it was fun. It was joyful. People were cheering for each other, high-fiving, hugging, and
We don't see that in the regular Olympics.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, what? Why is everyone having so much fun? So I started to get a little more involved, and then my wife and I actually still coach, but we kind of fell in love with it and just said, we got to go all in here. And then a job opportunity presented itself, and it's been a dream. I've been with Special Olympics on staff for 4 years, but I was a volunteer for about 8 prior to that. So been involved with the movement for over 10 years, and it's been everything I could have asked
you're
for.
based in Pittsburgh yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I oversee the western side of the state. So
Before I let you go, fundraising. How do you do the fundraising? I know we had a polar plunge here at the high school a few weeks back.
Yeah. So our polar plunges are our largest fundraising efforts across the state. But for this trip and all of our trips, all of our sports are free of charge to our athletes. We never wanted, when Eunice Kennedy Shriver started the organization, she never wanted finances to be a barrier to participation, and we've kept that true since then. So everything's free of charge for our athletes. So we raise money through the Polar Plunges, private foundations, limited government funding, and basically, raise up the budget as much as we can to provide as many sport opportunities as we can. And we've been successful doing that with our Polar Plunge here in Pittsburgh, raising over $1 million, and a lot of other efforts to allow people like Molly the opportunity to go participate in the USA Games.
And it's still growing?
Still growing. Special Olympics, Pennsylvania has about 15,000 athletes statewide. We're trying, and we think we can get to 30,000 by the end of 2030. So we think we can double our participation in the next 5 years.
All right. Well, I appreciate you letting our viewers know a little bit about what the Special Olympics are, and we look forward for Molly and any other athlete from Western Pennsylvania to bring that gold home.
Thanks.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Start. Press.
Straight up, straight up.
So now, how big's the medal that you're going to bring home? Because I know you are. And then we're going to have you at a council meeting to make a presentation to you.
How big's the medal going to be, you think? Bigger than these?
I think it's
First of all, you're going to win?
yeah.
Oh, we're going to win.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna win.
Yeah, see? That's it.
And you think the medals will be bigger or smaller than that if you win at this one? I guess bigger.
I guess like bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is for all athletes from the whole country. Will be up in Minnesota.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been to Minnesota in the wintertime, and you picked a good month to go because it's very cold and very snowy up there.
Yeah, we'll take June instead of January. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to let us know or tell us about yourself, other than we're going to be rooting for you?
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming. Good luck to you. We'll keep watching your progress. And what do you have any plans after high school? You're a senior now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you started to do some things with job,
Yeah.
skill training, and stuff.
Yeah. I just got a job. Yeah.
Okay.
What job do you want to have?
I wanna have. I gonna have bartender. So
You're going to be a bartender.
Bartender.
yeah.
Well, you know what? If you're not a bartender with a power lifter, you could be a bouncer.
There you go.
So if someone gets out of hand,
That's a good idea. It's a good fallback plan.
yeah, there you go. Well, we appreciate you coming today and bringing your dad with you. And
All right.
good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our show today on Special Olympics and our local athlete, Molly Mathias. We wish Molly Mathias all the luck. We hope she brings another gold medal back for Western Pennsylvania. And until then, we'll see you next month on another episode of Jack of All Trades.